Well, let's continue here tonight. Stellenbosch University's decision to expel a student for sexual misconduct has been welcomed. The student will have an opportunity to appeal the decision at the university's independent Central Disciplinary Committee. For more on the story, we're joined by the SA Students' Congress Western Cape Convener, Sifiso Zungu. Sifiso, good evening to you. Thanks for your time tonight. Of course, a welcome step that shows a university moving in the right direction, especially when it comes to tackling matters of gender-based violence on campus.
Yes. Thank you very much, Katie, for having us. I think for us as students, we have welcomed what the university has issued on the 4th of August. I think this is a loud message, not only to Stellenbosch University, but across universities in South Africa, because we know time to time that these cases, they come to these different universities in South Africa. So we believe that Stellenbosch University has subjected both the student to a fair process of investigating the matter itself. And when they come with the results, we welcome them. And we also heard that the student will have an opportunity to appeal given the 5 days.
Of course, the biggest challenge here is really what happens at institutions of higher learning more broadly and the interventions they're able to put in place when it comes to sexual violations that take place on their premises.
Yeah, there's been a sense for a couple of years when students, they are protesting, especially about rape culture in institutions of higher learning. You know, and there's been a sense on the ground of students to say that we do not really believe that universities are taking these matters very seriously, right? So Stellenbosch University, to take this particular decision, we know that Stellenbosch University is not an isolated institution, right? So we believe that this kind of a call from the university is so loud that even other institutions, they will necessarily take these actions to say we are serious and we won't condone any sense of GBV around our campuses and around our space.
What else do you plan on doing to ensure that institutions of higher learning are taking student safety seriously?
It's been our call, actually, because the primary thing is this, is that we refuse to become a rape apologist. So ours is to always work with universities. You will remember with Stellenbosch University in 2018, they then established a task team that will be very firm in attending to issues of sexual misconduct around our universities. So for us, because we know that task team, we never even had a report from it, but we know that we need to tap to it again to the university to say that as much as you did create a task team, we don't even have a report that came from that task team. We want to be part of that. Because one of the problems that happens is that universities, they will create those task teams that will investigate, will research this. But the problem, they don't involve students. So part of the things that we want to submit to the universities to say, in those task teams, can we have a voice of a student? Let's involve student leaders to partake in this so that we push an agenda of making sure that at the end of any task team that is established in our institutions, we do find report of whatever they found into their investigations.
All right, so certainly a greater deal of transparency that is required from these institutions. We'll leave it there for tonight. SA Students Congress Western Cape Convener, Sifiso Zungu.